Oh, it's late in the day. Happy Fri-Yay, everybody. Oh, yes, I am now an employee, or so it looks, of Criticless. We'll talk about it. I'm not an employee of Criticless. And Squeaky Chair is back. If you can see him back there, my microphone's a little bit in the way. Look at that. There he is, the big guy. He's finally back from his trip. And today we're talking about the Villainous. The Villainess? The villain something. Here's a picture. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Happy Fri-Yay, everybody. You know, it's always a good day that leads into the weekend. Am I right? Hope everybody is doing all right. I hope you've had a great week. If not, I hope the weekend is oh so much better. We're doing fine here. I want to shout out to Criticless right now. Criticless is like a site. It's kind of like Internet Movie Database, but way better. And you can go on there right now and you can post reviews about movies you've seen or TV shows you've seen. And I won a contest with that they were running on Instagram, and this was my winnings: the shirt and the hat. And I wanted to match today for Squeaky's return. So anyway, go check them out. Criticless. It's a great place, a fun place where you can find out the real deal about movies and TV shows, not just what companies want you to think. All right, like and subscribe if you haven't already. In the description down below are links to all our stuff. Woohoo! All right. Be sure you at least take a look. You'll save yourself some money, get you some great coffee and things. Anyway. Okay, so let me slow down a minute. First, you know, I'm so glad Shogun is over, but now we're back with Kung Fu Fridays, okay? And today we are talking about the Villainess. The Villainess? The Villainess? I don't know. However you say it. And I know that when John Wick was made, there was a scene in John Wick that they was kind of a nod towards this movie. And I understand why. This movie, right from the very beginning, is fantastic as far as the fight scenes, the stunt work, the camera work. It's all crazy time. In a good way. But be warned, right out the gate, this movie, the camera work, it's a little stressful. Like I had trouble. Like I was like, oh, am I nauseous? Did I eat something wrong for lunch? No. Oh, it's just the camera work because it's a bit all over the place. So that's a little negative in a couple of spots. But let's look at it. I wanted to give you a warning because it's some extreme camera angles and work. Speed, like movement of the camera. All right. The Villainous. Original title, Acneo? Sure. 2017, not rated, 2 hours and 4 minutes. Directed by Jung Byung-gil. Written by the same. And Byung Sik Jung. Maybe they're brothers. I don't know. Stars Kim Ok Bin, Shin Ha Kim, and Sung Jun. I don't know. Anyway, a female assassin leaves a trail of bodies behind her as she seeks revenge. That is the dumbest synopsis. Ugh. So here's the deal. This movie looks fantastic. The stunt work is fantastic. The action is top tier. But they did a lot of stuff with flashbacks. And as good as the story was, and like you're into the story, the flashbacks were very distracting, and they complicated things that made it confusing to the average viewer. Like, I had trouble following some of it. I was like, "Is this the same movie?" Like, just suddenly in the middle of action or in the middle of a scene or whatever. So, there's that. You will see a lot of, John Wickiness in this movie. Like, John Wick in this has a lot in common. The choreography and stuff is really well done. And the story's great. And the acting of the main character, for the most part, is fantastic. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All that being said, I got to tell you, it was too long. And it made no sense in the overall scheme of things. Yes, you understand by the end of it, you understand where the people are coming from. The world has been built. Everything, you know what's going on, but there's no point in the end, and they've over complicated it. Now, maybe I'm missing something. I don't think so. I watched the whole thing, but I didn't like the ending. This is not, there's no feel good part to this movie, which is fine. I mean, I'm okay with that, but it's just missing something. And I kept getting deja vu from an older movie with Bridget Fonda. So I'm going to track that down and watch it this weekend. And we'll talk about it on Monday because it'll be old enough that it's a classic. Because I'm old. Get it? And if I was remembering correctly, the older movie did it better as far as the story and putting it together in a cohesive overall movie. But that being said, I've only seen it once, years and years ago when it came out, so I could be wrong. I'll have to watch it and find out. I'm not willing to say yes or no right now. My brain has holes in it like Swiss cheese, baby, because I've done a lot of damage to this body. But I'm working on it. Look, overall, yes, it's a fun watch. If nothing else, just for the stunt work and the action and the all of that. That being said, as far as the movie itself goes, the story and from getting to point A to point B and following that, mid-level at best. There was just some of the acting was awful and cringy, but they tried real hard. Now, some of that, like I switched between English dub and original with subtitles. So it's possible that some of that, when they dubbed it for English, some of that was why there was some confusion. But I doubt it. Everything I saw was staying pretty close to on par with what was going on in the original version. So I don't know. But it could have definitely aided the cringiness. Look, I am ready for the weekend. And I mean, this is a watchable movie. I might watch this again at some point, but it doesn't have a lot of rewatchability. But it's definitely a great movie as far as stunt work, action, like the fight scenes, the choreography, all of that was so well done. It's got some brilliant scenes in it. And it has some that fail for me. But that's overall a plus, right? Especially with like action movies of some caliber today. Oh, they're not good. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. It's time for me and Squeaky to hang out. It's almost dinner time at this point. But we're glad to have him back, and he's not going anywhere. I'm holding him hostage now, y'all. I missed him. All right, I'm leaving. This is it. The movie's watchable, but it's not great. I mean, overall. But if you like action, it's your jam. Michael the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair right there in the back once again, and this big fat fan of Criticless. And we'll see y'all on Monday.